Hi lovely, you're welcome back to my channel. This is Dotman Stitches. In today's video you are going to learn how to cut and sew a gathered tulle gown. If you are interested in this video, let's watch it to the end. So this is my pattern paper. I place my tapes 6 inches. I take away 6 inches from this measurement because it's going to be a tulle gown. So now I mark the nipple, which is 9 inches, and the underbust, which is 12 inches, and the half length is 16 inches plus 1 inch sewing allowance. Now I'm going to make an horizontal line. So I make a row to this nipple and also to the underbust. Then I mark a line to the waistline, and this is the allowance. Now I label it. So this is the breast point, and this is the bust, and this is the waistline and the allowance. So now the next thing to do, you are going to consider the bust span. So this bust span is 7 inches because I'm working with the breast of measurement of 32 inches. So this 7 divided by 2, so I have 3.5 here. I mark it. So I mark the same 3.5 to this underbust and to the waistline. Here I'm going to connect. So I connect a straight line from this bust, underbust, and this waist. Then the next thing, I'm going to take the dart measurement, the underbust and the upper bust measurement darts. Now I'm going to mark out 1.5 here and also 1.5. Then I connect it. So after connecting all this line to this side, I mark half an inch. So altogether everything will be 2 inches. But I did mean you're working with the 36 bust, so you can make it to be 2.5. That is 1.5 here and 1 inches here. But now this is 1.5 and the half inches. So everything together is 2 inches. Then I connected this line. I'm going to connect it to these breast points. But before that, I mark half inches upper here and the under here. Then I'll now connect it in order to avoid the sharp edge. So then I use the curve ruler to connect this line to the bust points, and I do the same thing to the other side. So for the upper bust, for this side here, for the right side here, I'm going to mark out half an inch for the tightening of the chest, and the other side I mark out half an inch. I did mean you're working with 36 bust, you can make it to be 1 inches instead of half an inch. Now I'm going to connect it to this, from the breast point to this upper bust, to tighten this chest. So once we've done this, I'm going to blend this. Now I'll be taking the measurement. So the bust measurement is 32 divided by 4, that is 8 inches. I mark out 8 inches. So this dart I'm going to replace is 1 inch of this dart. Then I mark 1 inch for the allowance also. For this underbust, which is 28 inches, so the quarter of this is 7 inches. I mark out 7 inches here. Then I'm going to replace these darts. Then I replace the dart of 2 inches here. Then with 1 inch sewing allowance. Now I'm going to connect this straight line from the bust to the underbust. Now to this waistline also, I will mark out the quarter of this waist. Then I replace the dart allowance here with the sewing allowance 1 inches. So at this point I'm going to connect all these lines together. Now you're not going to have the yoke here, it's going to have strap. So I will just mark the shoulder divided by 2, which is 7 inches. Then I will assume it's going to have arm, then I will mark 8 inches here. Then I will connect it. Actually it's two gown with strap, so I don't need all the yoke. So just to know the armhole side, then I'm going to connect it like this. Now I'm going to blend it, this line here, I'm going to blend it to this place. Now this that space here, I'm just going to curve it here. I'll replace the dot, then I will now curve it, then I will now blend it together with this curve line. Now for the next side here, so I'm going to measure this dark leg. I make sure that this both are the same equal length. So I'm trying to cross check it, so to make sure that everything is equal length. Now I'll be cutting the excess. So after this, now I'm going to tighten this bust here. From this nipple here, I will just come down by 1 inch for the bust tightening. Then I connect it to the nipple points. So the next thing to do, I will cut out this side. So next time I will cut all this line also. Then I make sure that this one is lap this line. Then I use paper tape to tape that place down, then before I will now cut that space. So after cutting it, so this is it. Now moving to the center front, I will come down by 1.5 inches to cut this side to make a slit-out neck. So this is the front pattern now, and to get the back pattern, so I will use this pattern paper. I will just place it, the front piece, I will place it directly to the back piece like this. So this will be the zipper side, and also I'm going to make sure that this place is lap this because it's not going to have the bust too. I will just try to get that space here, which is 3.5. I mean the bust pan, which is 3.5. Then I'm trying to connect this side to make sure that everything is equal length. Then I will trace it like this, then I will now cut it out. So then after cutting this, I will now record the back side. So for the back side now, I will mark out the dark space, which is 3.5, then I will trace the line upward here. So this is the 3.5, then I will make a straight line upward. To the downside. Then from here I will place my tape to measure from the waist. I will come out by half an inch here and also half an inch in this place. Then from the upper side I'll come out by 0.25 here and also 0.25 this other side. Then I'll make a straight line to connect. So after connecting together now, I'll connect the other side. So now the next thing, if you like, you can cut it out, or for me I will just make sure that I just use one to lap another. Because I will get to, from this place I will just come out by half an inch, then I will cut off this side for the zipper side here to avoid the zipper bulge. So for this side, instead of me to cut it out, I will just eliminate this side. I will use one line to cover the other line. Then I will use paper tape to tape it down. Or if you have pin, you can use pin to pin it down. So after I mix that, so the next thing, so this is the front now and this is the back piece now. Now from this back side here, I'm going to cut this side. So I want to make the back side to be slanting. So now I'll just come down by 1.5, then I'll slant this side. So every place will be blend. So I'm going to blend this side to the zipper side here. Now for this tie now, I've placed the pattern on the main fabric now that I've already cut out. Now from this side, I will just mark like 6 inches here. Then I will now curve it from this zipper side to the arm side. So from here I'm going to cut it out. So from this zipper side to the upper side, then I'll cut it out. Then I'm trying to blend it. So this will serve as my back now, because I want that back to be low according to the style. So I'm done with this. So this is my lining and the body that I've already cut out. And this is the back side with lining that I'm going to use to turn it. So now after turning it now, I've joined everything now. Then I've turned it with the lining. I joined the fabric separately and also the lining separately. So then I use it to turn it. So this is the front side now. And now I'm moving back to the down side, because the whole full length is 58, and when we take away 16 inches from this upper side, so I'm going to have 42 inches left. So this is the 42 inches length. Then the whole length is 3 yards of the fabric. So I'm going to measure 3 yards, which is 36 into 3 places, because I want the gather to be more fuller. So now I'll take away the 16 inches, so the length is going to be 42, and while the wideness is going to be 36 in 3 places. So this is the 42 length plus 2 inches sewing allowance, folding allowance from the down side, and this is the whole length, which is 36 into 3 places. Now I'm going to gather all this side here. I will just use my machine and gather it. So after gathering this piece, so I'll be dragging the down thread. So I'll be dragging it to be gathering all this side. So I avoid to hold the upper thread in order not to lock. So I'll be using the down thread. I'll be gathering it like this. So after gathering it, so this is what we are going to have. Then I've now joined it to the main body after joining the front and back together. So this is the main body. I've already joined the bust measurement and the waist measurement. Then I'll be gathering it to the main fabric. So if you like, you can use the lining to turn it in, or you want to use it like that, just stitch it directly like this. So this is the super side, and then we're gathering it until when you get to the last edge. So once you're done with this, just fold it together and stitch it and place your zip and also your strap. Just use your strap to join upper side. So after that, so this is the stripe and this is the front. If you like this tutorial, don't forget to like, share and comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much. So this is the strap. So till we meet in the next class, bye bye.